Coming up next, the Hawks taking on the Nets. For Atlanta, they've won just 4 games out of their last 10, and they know they can do better. This team has talent, and they'll try to bring it together and get things back on track with a win. Nets, Hawks is next, right after this. "2K Sports presents Thursday night of the NBA. With Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, this is Kevin Harlan on the sidelines tonight. So the Nets starting 5. We've got Shepherd, Nicholas Claxton out there with Ben Simmons. Then there's Matisse Thybulle, and it's Williams at the 2-guard spot. And for the Hawks, the small and power forwards are Reza Shea and Johnson. The backcourt guards are Young and Daniels. And it's Porzingis in at the 5. Well, we've got a contrast in styles tonight, don't we, Greg? On one side, a terrific offensive team. On the other, a lockdown defensive team.
Yeah, and to me, the best offenses can run through strong D. After all, you can win shooting threes, and there's a lot of perimeter to defend out there.
Young passes to Johnson. Daniels dishes to Johnson. Pass to Young. Over Shepherd. And he overshot that one, missing. And here's Brooklyn. It's a 3-point game. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
As a scorer, Simmons' best work comes right at the rim.
Here's Reza Shea, defended by Thybulle. Johnson for 3. It's hauled in by Thybulle.
But sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing on that possession. They were all over him on the perimeter.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. In GA, the Hawks going young, trying to build a sustainable model for success.
Yeah, most of their starters not yet scratching their prime, so there's going to be some growing pains, but they're showing plenty of promise. That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
Here's Shepherd, and the 3 ball is good.
Taking charge in the pick and roll. Shepherd using the screen and finding his spot.
Pass to Johnson. Back to Reza Shea. Johnson kicks to Daniels. That's in there. Johnson with the assist.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Take that, he says. I see your 3, and I'll raise you another 3.
Shepherd, the pass to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Great job by Simmons taking initiative in that screen and roll. The coaching staff has to love that.
And it's in there. Simmons got 8 points.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
A nice shot by Young.
Incredible focus from Young. He just finds ways to get it done on aggressive defense.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
Yeah, and that one, they just locked it down defensively. Challenged shots and really protected the rim.
They were very disciplined on that end of the floor, staying attached to shooters and disrupting plays with their active hands.
Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Dyson Daniels.
Now into the lineup for your Hawks, Luke Kennard.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Three-pointer Hield. And he's good on the 3 ball.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
So when it comes to the league's premier 3-point specialist, Buddy Hield, RJ, is one name that quickly comes to mind.
When Hield is on the floor, his coaches and teammates want him to shoot the ball because when Buddy is dialed in, oh boy, he's dangerous.
Hield can't hit. The Hawks trail by 4. First quarter play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Alexander Walker on the wing. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Atlanta making a switch here. Houston's checked in. Nets leading by 4. Fultz looking around, and the dunk by Bull.
Loving the unselfishness of Fultz. An expert at cutting the D apart here with that slick passing ability.
Kennard with the ball. Picked up by Shepard.
And give the defense credit. He was met at the rim.
Nets passing it around from the arc. Oh, and he misses the dunk. The Hawks have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. And Houston gets it to go. And so it's Fultz who brings up the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. They lead by 4. Last time they met was in Brooklyn.
And, you know, you have to feel terrible about how that thing turned out. I mean, the game was really going about as expected until they just gave up that huge surge there late in the game. Totally lost momentum and ended up losing that.
And Kennard wide open. He shoots. A three-pointer is right on target.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
You have to think at this point the winner will be the one to settle in on defense.
A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Hawks lead by 1. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Atlanta. Close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
They are playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
The post pairing, Johnson along with Porzingis. Filling the perimeter slots are Daniels and Rizachet. And it's Young in at the point guard. So that's the lineup for Atlanta.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Jalen Johnson, great in the two-man game, and he talks about how he operates off the pocket pass. He said, quote, "It's simple. You got to read before the catch. Point 5, quick decisions. Just how quarterbacks have progressions with receivers, I have progressions in the pocket, and I read those." Back to you, Kev.
Okay, Allie, we thank you. Here's Williams. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Rizachet.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Well, with teams seeking switchable defenders, there's a specific player type that could be losing value, those smaller scoring-minded combo guards. You think of the Cole Anthony, Colin Sexton, Jordan Clarksons of the world, perhaps not as sought after as before with teams looking for positional size and versatility.
They'll be challenged for certain. Okay, Shams, thank you for the report. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Nets.
When you pile up the blocks earlier in games, it really can affect the other team. They lose confidence offensively.
And they've also done a great job turning defense into offense tonight, creating turnovers and capitalizing on the other end.
Shoots the 3, and the Nets another 3.
Draw them in and kick it out. Great execution to open up an easy look from outside.
Young inside. Yep, that one goes in there. Young's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
It seems to be an overlooked part of Trae Young's game, but GA, he's led the NBA in total assists a few times.
No doubt. You initially think about Trae shooting, scoring, but he also runs the offense really well and wants to facilitate.
And Simmons kicks to Williams. And it's good, assisting on the play with Simmons. And now it's an 11-point Nets lead. And Atlanta calls their first time out of the game.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Good timeout if you ask me. They have the momentum, and coach wants to find a way to try and stop it.
Okongwu is checked in for the Hawks. And then for Brooklyn, Conley's checked in, and it's Fulton for Matisse Thybulle. And it's good, 2 points. Daniels has got 5 points so far.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Simmons. And it's Rizachet with the rebound. The Hawks trail by 9. Young for 3. A shot missing.
Let's just say his subpar shooting is just one reason why they are trailing in this ball game.
The Nets working the ball around now. Back to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Rizachet with it. He's against Williams. They get a hand on it. Just 3 to shoot. Young from outside. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 4th rebound in this one.
His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting.
Atlanta's shooting well. They're at 45%. To the inside. Brooklyn with the rebound.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Chalk up 2 there.
And shooting-wise, he's been fantastic, helping to build this lead.
The Hawks trail by 13. Back to Williams. Pass to Simmons. Makes it off the glass. 16 points for Ben Simmons.
Yeah, after a first quarter where they struggled from long range, they've really started to get it closer to the basket.
Okongwu finds Young.
So clever at creating contact. Young looks to shoot it so often, which really forces defenders to overcommit at times.
The Hawks shooting their first free throws of the night right here. So for the Hawks, Gaze checked in, and Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Zachary Rizachet. The Nets also changing it up. Bull, he's checked in for Ben Simmons. Buddy Hield comes in for Zaire Williams. And Shepard subbed in for Demon.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see a miss.
Three-pointer, Hield. Here's Alexander-Walker, covered by Hield.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime.
The Nets.
Brooklyn ahead, up 11. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Ben Simmons had it going on in the first quarter. He had 16 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 steal. Let's start with you, Shaq. What'd you think about the Nets?
The three-point shot was their best friend. I agree with the strategy. When it's working, take advantage of it. I don't really like it. Live by the jumper, die by the jumper. But tonight, they're living, and they're living good, baby.
And now, Kenny, let's get your opinion on Atlanta.
Well, they have to improve their defense. Guys were getting burned on the perimeter. They wouldn't put a hand up, as my man used to say, hand down, man down. Oh, you got to get him some help. That pretty much covers everything, honey. Shot. You think they played their best?
No way, no way.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. What a game we're seeing from Simmons.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
Starting off the second half, here's Jordi Fernandez's 5. Shepard out there with Zaire Williams. Then there's Nicholas Claxton. Then there's Ben Simmons. And it's Thybulle in at the small forward. And that one's good. Daniels.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Young looking it over. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Reed Shepard. And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
And Young, a fiery competitor, someone who enjoys getting under the skin of opposing players.
So we're talking about Dyson Daniels here, Greg. Just how incredible a defender is this kid?
I mean, last season he came in second in terms of voting for Defensive Player of the Year, led the league in steals, and this young man's just getting started. Figures to be a problem for a long time.
And now, Allie Laporte says something for us from the sideline.
Thanks. The Hawks are trying to involve everyone to take some of the load off Trae Young. Coach Quinn Snyder said, "We've been intentional about that. Trae can't do this by himself, and he knows that. Frankly, no player can. Figuring out the ways he can be efficient has been the idea, and he's been making those plays." Back to you guys.
Okay, Allie, thanks. They get it back. Reza Shea.
Well, Reza Shea does a nice job of drawing the contact on his way up. Now, a chance at the line.
The Hawks have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for. Around 80% on the season.
Timeout called, the Nets.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
I'm sure all of the above is in order, and you can never be too content.
And a whole new lineup here for Brooklyn. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. You take a look at the Cavaliers. They're moving on up, 4th spot in the rankings this time around.
And you know for the Nets, they're not in a bad spot at this point of the year. Definitely looking to solidify themselves as a contender. Lots of work left to do with just half the season gone.
And it took some time, but hopefully getting that make will kind of kickstart them, kind of wake them up here in this third quarter after missing their first few shots.
Young finds Reza Shea. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Looking like your classic wing. Zachary Ricochet is 6'8", long, and can hit threes. A real modern swingman.
And the Hawks making a change here. Houston's checked in. Brooklyn leading by 5. Fultz, the pass to Bull. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. Fultz has got 4 assists now tonight.
Yeah, inside, Bull does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
Here's Reza Shea, covered by Hield. 5 to shoot. And Daniels, here we go. And the shot is good.
And this has been a nice start to the second half. They're 3 out of 4 in a rhythm on the offense right now.
Fultz kicks to Hield. A 3-pointer off the mark.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
That one drops for him. Now just a 3-point Nets lead.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Here's Clowney. That one doesn't drop. Good work defensively by Johnson. And here's Atlanta. They're on a 13-5 run here. Gets the bucket and the foul. It's on Markelle Fultz.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Both teams deciding to change it up. The Hawks have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8. That one drops. He ties it up. 1:56 left to play in the third. In the corner, it's Hield. And again, it's the Nets missing.
he is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Fultz the pass to Claxton. And it's Daniels with the rebound. For Atlanta, they've gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the half.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
For Atlanta, they have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well. And he can't get the first one.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Zachary Risacher. And the Nets making a change here as well. Shepard's checked in. Ball kicks to Thibault. Daniels with the steal. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And you've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
And it's so much easier said than done, but now it's all about keeping that momentum going for them.
Simmons checked in for the Nets. Zaire Williams comes in for Hield. Nets trail by 4.
For your ATL Kansas.
Shepard the pass to Simmons. Good for the basket, number 9. He's only missed 2 shots from the floor all night.
This is what you like to see from Simmons on the attack, being the aggressor.
Here's Alexander Walker, defended by Thibault.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
Kennard against Simmons. Outside Williams. Wants to get it to Simmons and does. Kept alive. Stolen away. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Then Simmons with the rebound. Simmons got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Tipped away. Thibault the pass to Williams. It's good from long range. Williams has got 17. And so it's Dyson Daniels making things happen for the Atlanta Hawks. What a quarter that saw them generate a great comeback effort and are now out in front with momentum behind them. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
And from a team perspective, having your off-guard rip-off passes like that, it's awesome. It shows you have guys willing to give up the rock.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. Okongwu is out there with Johnson. Then it's Trae Young. And there's Porzingis. And it's Kennard in at the 2-guard. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. And the shot goes in.
And what a half for this offense. If they can stay this high, a great chance to extend this lead.
Simmons. Williams for 3. And the Nets, another 3.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
Kennard, the pass to Porzingis. Back to Kennard. Johnson outside. Lets it go from deep. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a 3-point attempt.
Zachary Risacher is checked in for the Hawks. And he nails the 3rd.
Well, they should be looking at a 3-point lead. Hopefully for them, that miss won't cost them.
Here's Shepard to take the lead. Kennard with the rebound. The Hawks leading. Here's Risacher. Rebound, Brooklyn. Williams has got 5 rebounds tonight.
And they're up right now, but it hasn't been because of him. He's really struggled on offense.
And we've talked about this. When Simmons takes initiative, good things tend to happen.
He misses the free throw. The Nets making a switch here. Fultz is checked in. And he's good on the second. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. To the middle. Here's Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Look, when Porzingis has it there, there's not much you can do defensively.
Shepherd the pass to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
Lays it up off the glass. And the Hawks lead by 3.
He's smart at using the screen there to just create space. Young, very reliable in that pick and roll.
Here's Simmons. Fultz dishes the ball. Oh, he blocked it with the flex off the backboard. Rizachet with it. Pass to Young. To the paint. Here's Kennard. The basket good. Off the assist from Young. Kennard's got the lead up to 5 now for the Hawks. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Hawks.
All you have to do is look at one stat, and that is their block numbers. It tells you how tight their D has been. They've been going out of their way to smother the defense.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Zaire Williams, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And it's Buddy Hield in for Shepherd. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Hey, guys. Well, Jordi Fernandez was just reviewing the play with his team. He told his players he expects more from them at the line, saying, quote, keep drawing fouls, keep getting to the stripe. But when you do, you got to make it count. Not looking to give those freebies away. Back to you.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you. And the Hawks making a change here. Alexander Walker's checked in. Williams outside. Count that is his 7th field goal in 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
Wow, look at the damage this young man is doing from deep. And there's another one.
And the defense has to know that taking away his 3 is the #1 priority, and he's hurt them all game long with that shot. It makes no sense.
Here's Fultz. Ripped away. It's stolen by Fultz. Hield the pass to Bull. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Alexander Walker with the ball. Now guarded by Fultz. To Porzingis. Young in the corner. And good that time. Young's got 4 this quarter.
This is why people are just so high on Young, because he comes through with big shots in the game.
Hield from outside. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 3 assists tonight. Atlanta calls timeout. They're in front by 1. 1:15 left in the 4th quarter. We've got a moment here. Let's present our player of the game, Dyson Daniels.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
Dyson Daniels checked in for Atlanta. And so it's Atlanta with it. It's a 1-point game.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Simmons finds Hield. Back to Simmons. And stolen by Daniels. Rizachet in the corner. The 3. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. The Nets have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the 4th. 4 of 9. Hield attacking. Got it!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Simmons. Brooklyn making some changes. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Bol. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Fultz. And Shepherd subbed in for Hield. Young's shot is off.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good look.
Simmons passes to Shepard. Back to Simmons. Can't hit that one. Nice D from Porzingis. And it's the Hawks ball. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And Young kicks to Porzingis. Right between the eyes.
How about that poise from Porzingis here in the crunch?
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They trail by 2. 12 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
And you also have to wonder if they'll try for a 3. But they'll probably try for a 2. But if something opens up outside, I doubt that they will hesitate to take it.
Daniels with the steal. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Atlanta calls timeout. They're ahead by 2. 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. 6 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And they go to the intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 4-point ball game.
That ought to do it. I think any chance for a miracle comeback just went out the window with those freebies.
And so the big win by Atlanta in a tight game. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
Now we have a moment to go courtside. Allie LaForce has got something for us.
Well, Trey, leadership is such a key part of the point guard position. What's your focus in living up to that?
I'm a big guy and good in team chemistry, so any chance I can, go bowling, hang out with these guys, build chemistry, and I think that's where it starts is off the court, because that translates on.
Bowling, that's something I haven't done in a while. Thanks for the inspiration.
As always, Allie, we appreciate it. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us on this presentation from 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.